Welcome to the Craftsman interview. We are recording in a very cool spot today. We're at the Cook Memorial Library Digital Studio. And just a plug for the library, which is a phenomenal place, but few people know about the new digital studio that is here that we're recording from. We've got podcasting, very high-tech microphones. They've got two very large Macintosh computers. They've got a keyboard. They've got a turntable that you can convert albums into MP3s, all kinds of different things here. So you could literally come down here and spend hours. So check it out. Welcome to the Craftsman interview. I'm here with Tom Beyer, who is a Libertyville resident and a write-in candidate for the trustee position of Libertyville. So we're going to fire a couple of questions at him, have a conversation, and hopefully be informative to the public and helpful. So Tom, let's just start right from the top.
Very good.
Can you describe a little bit about just the scenario with regards to the trustees? We have sort of a unique situation with the fact that there are 4 write-in candidates that are running for one office. Can you kind of give everybody a breakdown of the board and all that?
Right. There's currently 6 trustees. There are 3 open spots this year for a 2-year term. 2 candidates had filed by the election cutoff time.
Okay.
So those people will be on the ballot with a little oval next to them.
Okay.
Scott Adams and Donna Johnson.
Okay.
They will become elected. Virtually guaranteed.
Okay.
The 3rd spot, no one filed for. I found out about it after the filing date was already due.
Okay.
So I decided to run as a write-in candidate and filed my petition with the county. Right at the deadline, one of the newspaper reporters revealed to me that there were 4 candidates for one write-in spot. So unfortunately, in an off-year election with no major issues, a lot of people will vote for the 2 candidates printed on the ballot and leave the write-in candidate open.
Okay.
Which is why we're getting the word out. If you don't vote for me, we have to pick someone for it.
Yeah, right.
The other candidates, they seem very well qualified. So I think it's going to be a good election, and no matter who you write in, I think it should do a very good job for this village.
Great. Well, tell me a little bit about your background professionally, personally, to the extent you want to share.
Sure.
And then we'll roll into why you're interested in this position.
Certainly. I moved to Libertyville in 1974. The town has changed a bit since then.
Yes,
obviously.
It has.
I graduated from Butterfield School. I graduated from Libertyville High School.
Okay.
I attended to college at Lake County for a year while I saved up money to go to college. Went away to college, met my current wife, and I started working on the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange in 1982 for Merrill Lynch.
Okay.
Started as a runner, $5 an hour.
Really?
It was great stuff. Worked my way up. Spent 12 years with Northern Trust Company. Became a vice president with them. Ran a desk in trading short-term interest rates. Then worked for a division of Goldman. Then worked for Man Financial. And then eventually the trading floors are finally closing.
Yeah.
And I was downsized.
A lot of changes there.
Had to reinvent myself. Became a financial advisor. Got
Okay.
all my securities and insurance licenses. My children are grown now. They're graduated college. My wife and I are empty nesters, and I just wanted to give a little back to the village. I think one of my best qualifications is my financial background.
Okay.
I've read the Wall Street Journal since I was 16. I think my expert in finance, refinancing, the village's debt, retiring bonds, looking at the village budget. I think I would be an asset that way.
Great. Well, so that's your qualifications. I'm pulling up just a couple questions because I have a bad memory here. What do you think right now are the strengths of the board, and then conversely, what are some of the weaknesses? Where are some of the opportunities from your perspective?
Strengths of the board, they're very thorough as far as, but researching and coming to the correct decision. That also leads to some of the weaknesses of the board. We've been negotiating for the Trim property, which is located next to the train station, since 2006.
Okay.
I understand, we had a very difficult economic time in the village, from '08 to 2011. But it seems like these things drag on and on. Same thing with the Bolander property. It took how many years to sell?
Yeah, yeah.
Finally, And it seems like one of the weaknesses at times is that all the board minutes I'm reviewing and all the board, rebroadcast I've viewed and every board meeting I've been to, every vote is unanimous on every issue.
That's interesting.
I find it amazing that no one would sometimes vote no on anything.
Okay.
And I just think a fresh perspective, a new set of eyes on things. We can't all agree on everything all the time, and that's the way the village seems to be at times.
Okay. Okay. Can you talk a little bit more about that, the trim? I don't know anything about that. I'm just curious. What is that?
The original plan is to move the train station farther west, away from Milwaukee Avenue.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The original problems was when trains were loading and unloading, the trains would actually block Milwaukee. We've solved that problem by moving the trains down further. However, whenever a train pulls into or out of the station, the gates have to stay down the entire time.
Right, right. I do know that.
So the trim property was I believe a factory at one point of manufacturing. There's issues with contaminated soil. Libertyville filed an eminent domain suit for the property. We've been in negotiations ever since to basically acquire the property, turning it into a commuter parking lot and a new station that'll be farther down to the west.
Okay.
That will also then free up frontage along Milwaukee Avenue to continue the downtown area that way.
Okay. To the west?
Well, they want to move the station to the west, and that would allow the current commuter parking lot and station to be developed into
I see.
something more, probably retail, restaurant, something like that.
Okay, okay.
So like extend kind of the entertainment area there.
So is that all still, that's all in play, sort of?
It's still in play. The last meetings I read that the village board went to executive session on it.
Okay.
So obviously they're getting closer and talking money details, which they have to discuss in private.
Got it. Okay, okay.
But it's just taken quite some time.
Okay, great. So,
Okay, I'm sorry.
please keep going. There were 3 issues that you were talking about?
3 issues. The development of Peterson Road.
Okay.
Obviously, we've done a terrific job downtown. Looks great, very full occupancy, vibrant community. I'd like to replicate that if possible along Peterson Road.
Okay.
Whether the TIF, the tax increment financing district, could be expanded there, or would have to establish its own. Those would be something to look into.
Okay.
The other main issue is the sports complex, which is doing great on weekends and at night. It does phenomenal. And we've done a good job of, Connie Colwall has done a great job of filling it. I think, that's something else to concentrate on to keep the momentum going there.
Yeah.
It's the out parcel on the corner we've been trying to sell for how many years?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a tough one.
If we could, get that, a right buyer at a good price, and use that money to retire some of the bonds for the sports complex, that would be phenomenal.
Okay, great. How can people, do you have a website or a Facebook page or anything, Tom?
I have a website, which is Thomas Beyer for Libertyville, FOR,
Okay,
at gmail.com.
okay.
And
That's an email?
That's my email.
And,
And website is thomasbeyerforlibertyville.us.
okay,
And my phone number is 224. Oh, hold on. It's linked through my G-phone account. Okay.
got it.
And my phone number that links to my cell phone is 224-513-9748.
Got it. Perfect.
So I'm accessible, and if you don't vote for me, please, I encourage you to vote.
Yeah, amen to that.
We have to get a good person in the spot and support this village.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being open to this, Tom, and good luck with
Appreciate it.
everything. It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Talk to you soon.